Give me hand me a cup of ice too, and a that diet soda. All right, so now we're doing the and then give me a straw too. Now we're doing the zodiac sign readings for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, let's start with Gemini.
My personal sign.
Mm-hmm. All right, what is in the cards for Gemini? What is in the cards for Gemini? Oh no, fill it all up.
Yeah.
What is in the signs for Gemini? What is in the signs for Gemini? What is in the cards for Gemini? Why am I saying what is in the signs? What is in the cards for Gemini? Pisces got me shook up, boy. What is in the cards for Gemini? Thank you, Goon. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarah Bonda. Thank you, Aretha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Anubis. Thank you, Olodumare. Thank you, Olarun. Thank you, Olafi. Thank you, Samba. Asher, man. What is in the cards for Gemini? What is in the cards for Gemini? Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Gemini be having some conflicting energy, and I'm a Gemini myself. What is in the cards for Gemini? Okay, we got the Empress. Go ahead. What is in the cards for Gemini? 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 Because what is in the cards for Gemini? What is in the cards for Gemini? Hmm. Huh. Gemini, somebody is coming back, but I don't know if you're gonna accept this person. Now y'all know I'm on my zero sugar thing, so this is zero sugar. I don't want y'all thinking like, wait a minute, I seen him drinking. It's still zero sugar. I'm still on my zero sugar thing. Um, Gemini, somebody is coming in, but I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna accept them. This is so many. It's so much contradicting energy here. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. You have the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck, and it seemed like this would be something that makes you really happy, but mentally, you're fighting this. You're fighting this thing that's coming in where you just kind of like, I don't know. You don't know if you want this or not. And so something is getting ready to happen that somebody is going to come in. This is going to be somebody that's going to come in very happy in good spirits, But I'm just gonna be real with you, Gemini, with the Five of Swords here. Like when this person come in, your response might be like, "Why the fuck are you so happy? Like, why the fuck are you here?" You know, when you look at the Sun card, you know, even though these are not one of the knights, when you look at the Sun card, you still see a horse, and the person on the horse is naked. And when it comes to anything being naked, naked speaks about being vulnerable, being open, being exposed. And so someone is going to come to you and they're going to be open, they're going to be exposed, they're going to be honest. This is someone that wants a good time with you. They want to get back in your sunlight so that they can once again grow and be restored and having that relationship restored. But and y'all know us, y'all know us, y'all know us Geminis. But you have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is a throat chakra. I really believe when this person come in, you're going to cuss them out. This is going to be somebody that you're going to get into a fight with. You're going to get into an argument with them. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be, you know, this is somebody you're not going to hold back. This is, you're going to say exactly what's on your mind. You're going to be honest. You're going to be blunt, being the typical Gemini, your typical Gemini self, that you're going to be like, look, you know, I understand you want to come in vulnerable now. I understand you want to come in exposed now, but what about all the shit that you have done? This is someone that when they come in, not only do they need to be vulnerable and exposed, but they need to come in with a strategy. When it comes to Geminis, it's all about strategy. You just can't approach them any kind of way. And majority of the Geminis, we get stuck in our head. And so if you showed us something and this is how we see you, you better do something to get that image from out of our head. Because what you did, it burns our mind and we're fixated on how we see you now. We're fixated on that thing you did. And so it's like you can come in happy and joyful and stuff all day, but you better come in addressing the fucking elephant in the room. Like, I'm not trying to hear, oh, I changed, I make more money now and stuff like that. And I'm like, bitch, congratulations, get the fuck out of my life. Like, go, okay, take that money and give it to that bitch. You know, because it's like, don't give it to me. You know, my thing is, I don't care how much you have grown. I don't care how much you have matured. I don't care about this shit. Address what you've done. Like, the best way to come to me is come to me with an apology first. I want an apology. Let's talk about, because a Gemini mind is going to be on what you did last. We can care less about the present and the future because there's no present and future until the past is fixed. And so first, let's talk about that shit that you did. First, let's talk about that low down dirty shit that you did, and then we can talk about the present moment. Because there is no sun with a Gemini when you have done some shit in the past. Now, if this is a new person, yeah, we can bask in the sun. But we ain't finna be basking in the sun when we have unresolved issues, especially if you brought me hurt. That is how a Gemini thinks. Geminis are logical. Geminis are these, we are not talking about water signs no more. We are not talking about fire signs that is ruled with passion and water signs that is ruled with emotions that you can get away with something like this. We are talking about wind signs, which is the most intelligent signs out of all of the other signs. They rule the mind. Very intelligent, very sharp, very analytical. With wind signs, you must come with a strategy. We can care less about how you feel. We can care less about all of the changes and stuff that you said that you made. Because we don't want to hear it, we want to see it. And the first sign of seeing these changes is how you approach us when you come back. That approach is everything. That approach need to be, you know what? I'm going to boldly talk about this elephant in the room and tell you that I made a mistake. And not only am I apologizing, but I'm going to tell you why I'm apologizing. I'm going to get to the root of it. Geminis don't want you to beg. We don't want you to beg for our attention and beg for our mercy. We want you to explain shit. Because our mind has been racing and trying to process what happened for the longest. We need you to come in with some truth and clarity that you can stop us from overthinking. And now we can say, oh, now I get it. You just a sorry ass bitch that was still dealing with past issues. That's what we want to know. We need our minds to stop. Because as long as our mind is still racing, you are asking for a fight. You're asking for an argument. You're asking for us to yell at you until we can't yell no more. And even when we can't speak, we're going to start sending you text messages and letters. The way you get to a Gemini is through an approach. You must come up with a sharp approach in order to get to a Gemini. Geminis are sometimes seen as heartless because even though we have a heart, we don't rule the heart. We can care less about emotions. We care about our mind. How are we going to get peace in this situation? How am I going to get my mind to stop thinking about what you have done? How am I going to stop playing this nightmare over and over and over? How am I going to be able to get sleep at night? That's what a Gemini cares about. That's what a wind sign cares about. The wind signs care about the mind. We are rulers of mind. We are rulers of logic. We are rulers of intelligence. And that's how you approach a Gemini. We can care less about you being exposed. We'll be the ones telling you, bitch, put on the clothes because we ain't getting... If you think this is about to be sex or something like that, oh, it's not getting there. I'm sorry. When you do not have a Gemini mind, baby, you don't have their bodies. Their bodies is on lock. You ain't getting nothing if you don't have a Gemini mind. You must be able to get their mind in order to have access to anything else in that person's life. This is the Gemini that somebody is going to come back because they want to bask in your light. But you're not feeling this person. All I can tell you as cross-watcher is change your approach. Hopefully this is the cross-watcher that is watching this, that you watch this before you go and approach Gemini. You need to come up with an approach on how you're going to address this situation. And whatever you do, never with a Gemini, try to pretend like something didn't happen. That is the fastest way to get the door closed in your face. Never pretend like something didn't happen. You better address it. Gemini, you're sitting up pretty. You're being seen as the Empress. The Empress is the combination of all of the queens. Whether you're a male or a female, you're being seen as a divine feminine. A divine feminine has nothing to do with gender. A divine feminine is a manifester. This is somebody that can take nothing and turn it into something. The Empress is the combination of all of the queens. It's the Queen of Pentacles that you have money and physical possessions. The Queen of Cups that you have emotional stability. The Queen of Wands that you know your spiritual magic and spark and passion. And the Queen of Swords that you have mental clarity. This is a Gemini that have their shit together. This is a Gemini that's very mature in their energy. You have the clarifier, the Five of Wands. Once again, Gemini, you have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Like, you are on the defense when it comes to this person, but they're going to come back in and they're going to give you this cup of love. Now I can see what a huge problem is. The huge problem is the person that's going in, the person that's coming in is being seen as the King of the King of Cups. This is a water sign. Water signs are rulers of the heart. Geminis are rulers of the mind. And so if this water sign is coming in typical water fashion, that you think by watering the Gemini heart is going to soften their heart and see you differently, oh, you got to, baby, that's going to be a huge mistake. Geminis can care less about your feelings and their feelings. A Gemini can literally love somebody with all their heart and still say, you ain't no good for me and you ain't shit. Because a Gemini can care less about the emotional stuff. They care about the mind. Geminis is saying, look, I can care less about how you feel and how much you have evolved emotionally. What about you cheating on me? What about you leaving me? That's the thing that the Gemini want to address. The Gemini want to address the elephant in the room. And so water and air can work, but the only way it's going to work is by understanding each other. Because the Gemini got to learn how to access their heart a little bit more for a water sign, because a water sign, they love a lot of emotional stuff. This is someone you probably have to constantly remind that you love them, that they're attractive and all of this other stuff. But for the water sign, in order for you to keep that Gemini, you must grab their mind. This is someone that wants you to take accountability and responsibility. And if you can't take accountability and responsibility, then a Gemini don't want anything to do with you. Oh, no, I like how you put that. Somebody done snuck in a comment. Somebody done snuck in a comment that was really good. And I try not to read the comments when I do these readings, but that was a good one. I just glanced at it and I'm like, what did she say? Give him your mind so that he can give you your heart. No, come on now. I love that. No, I love that. Because he's been in your heart and I've been in my mind. I love that. I love that. That dude sums it up very well. You know, good job. You have a good way with words. I love that. Give him your mind so that he can give you your heart. I love that. That was very beautiful. Very beautiful. I think that was very beautiful, and I think that was really good timing. You know, that was really good. Now I like that. I like when people actually compliment the read, because that was really good. I think the timing on it and everything was good. Beautiful words. It made common sense and it goes with the reading. That was very beautiful. Good job. I love that. Shout out to you. So that is where I think that this conflict is coming in this relationship, is that we're talking about a wind sign trying to get with a water sign, and it can complement each other, but it can be very chaotic if you're not considerate of the other person, because you're coming from two completely different worlds. One is coming from the heart, one is coming from the mind. They can connect only if you allow them to. The King of Cups, the clarifier, is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is all about missing out on the Two of Cups. This is someone that could have been a cheater. This is someone that could have cheated on you, because when you look at the Five of Cups, you have 3 cups spilled over. And the Three of Cups, it represents celebration. And the Three of Cups represent a third party situation. And with the Three of Cups spilled over, this is somebody that not only could have cheated on you, but they end up messing up the relationship that they actually cheated on you with. And so even that spilled over. And now the only cups that's remaining is the cups that is connected to you, which is the Two of Cups. And so this person is looking backwards to go back with you. But right now, Gemini, you are in a mindset where you are like, look, I'm not trying to have it. And my only advice to the water sign is the only way that you can get through a defensive Gemini is by addressing the elephant in the room. Geminis want you to address what you have done and to give a solid solution about how this is not going to happen again. You have in the challenge position, you have the Justice card in reverse. Whenever the Justice card is in reverse, it talks about injustice, it talks about inequality, it talks about being dishonest, it talks about failure to take responsibility and unfairness. With the Justice card in reverse, this is how the Gemini sees you. The Gemini is saying that, look, you were dishonest. You wasn't fair. You created a lot of things that it caused injustice. And so this person is saying no. They have their guards up. And then especially with the King of Pentacles being here, the King of Pentacles is someone that's stable and very disciplined. And so this is the Gemini transferring into another energy of putting a wall up. The King of Pentacles is very secure, where the King of Pentacles is in a position where they are like, I'm doing so good by myself that I really don't need you. And so this is someone that's saying that you would have to really tell me what you would bring to the table and what quality of life you will bring me, because right now I'm good without you. You have the Nine of Wands here, which is talking about being very resistant. And so this is a Gemini with their walls up, that I don't know if this person is going to let you back in their life. I really don't know if this Gemini is going to let you back in. You have the Temperance card about things being rebalanced, but it's really all up to this Gemini. The only thing that I can tell you is the best approach when it comes to a Gemini is take accountability and responsibility and address the elephant in the room. Because if you don't address the elephant in the room and you start going on an emotional level, whether it's emotional manipulation or not, the Gemini is automatically going to see that as emotional manipulation. You can cry all day. A Gemini is just going to say, okay, crybaby, get the fuck out of my face. They want accountability. They want responsibility. And if you cannot take responsibility and accountability for your actions, a Gemini is not going to entertain that conversation. And if they do, it's going to be nothing but with arguments. And you better be careful arguing with a Gemini, because a Gemini is very sharp with their words and they will leave you pierced and damaged. Be very careful trying to argue with a Gemini. What is in the cards for Libra? What is in the cards for Libra? All right, we're starting off with the Chariot. Come on, Libra, come through. That was a whole book. What is in the cards for Libra? What is in the cards for Libra? All right. What is in the cards for Libra? Judgment, awakening. What is in the cards for Libra? What is in the cards cards for Libra? What is in the cards for Libra? Yep, you're being resistant to something, but it's not saying what you're being resistant to. What is in the cards for Libra? Come on, give me a bigger picture, Spirit, to be able to really convey the message. Okay, we had the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is all about boundaries and communication. What is in the cards for Libra? All right, we have the Five of Cups. What is in the cards for Libra? 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 All right, we have the Nine of Swords, a lot of anxiety, but it's not telling me why. What is in the cards for Libra? And then you have a Tower moment. You have a Tower moment here. But why? Why? How did we get here? You have the Chariot, which talks about forward movement, and it's talking about moving into an illusion. You're going into an illusion. You have an awakening coming up, but you're resistant to this. You're standing your ground on something. You're being very stubborn for some reason. You're putting up boundaries. You're holding on to some type of disappointment. And this anxiety is going to end up creating a huge Tower moment. But I need to know more to this story of why you're here. How did you get here? Let me get the other deck. I need to get another deck in order to, because Libra, let me get another deck. I wanted to do the hidden emotion deck, but Spirit was saying the angel numbers. I'm like, oh, I really don't want to use the angel numbers. Not in the way, like normally I use the angel number just for like a wisdom card, but oh, Spirit, come on, what is in the cards for Libra? 555. There's a change that needs to happen. What is in the cards for Libra? New beginnings is getting ready to take place. What is in the cards for Libra? Gut feeling. Make sure you follow your gut feeling. What's in the card for Libra? Okay. There's a great shift that's getting ready to happen, but it's saying that there's something that you need to release. And then 1010 is saying it's up to you, that you're stopping Spirit. I mean, this is somebody that's, I mean, this is the deck I wanted to use, but Spirit said angel numbers. I mean, I guess I'll do all three. Because I'm trying to see what's going on with Libra. Like, why? Okay, well, confusion. Well, we know that. They're confused. In the motion. somebody is beautiful. This could be a relationship. You got beauty here. Mistake. There's a mistake that you could have made. Don't tell me this is somebody not trying to apologize for something they did wrong. Don't tell me this is somebody not trying not to apologize for something they did wrong. Here we go. And then we have distance and possibility. And we got heart fog. This is somebody that's very confused. Y'all confusing me. This is somebody that's very confused. This is a Libra that's very, very confused. But forward movement needs to happen. This is somebody that's stuck, and it's saying that forward movement, it needs to happen. It needs to happen, Libra. But your forward movement is going towards an illusion. That this is someone that, as much as spirit is trying to move you in the right direction, you're creating a lot of daydreams, and like this is somebody that's not focusing. That's kind of like everywhere. The spirit is keep trying to direct you and move you and position you, but you're getting out of position. It's like, spirit is like, hey, I need you to sit here, and you like, oh wait, I got to use the bathroom. Oh, I got to get some water. And it's like you're driving yourself into confusion instead of listening to the direction of spirit. And so even with the hidden emotion, you have confusion here, but you have angel number 555, which talks about change. It's saying that a change got to happen. There's a major change that's trying to happen in your life, especially with the major arcana being here, which is the Chariot card. There's a major change that's trying to happen, but this is a change that like you're fighting, that you're being very resistant to this change. You have the crossing energy, you have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is all about an awakening and trying to get your attention. But you have the Nine of Wands, you have your guards up. That spirit is trying to lead you to a new beginning with 0909. And this is going to end up being a very beautiful new beginning. But this, I don't know why you got your fucking guards up. It's not telling me why. This is just a very strong, stubborn energy. And I just don't know why. It's not giving me, maybe it's not meant for me to know. But this is someone, your life is trying to change and move in a better direction. But this is somebody that's very stubborn. This is somebody that's not moving. This is somebody that's not budging. Regardless of how much spiritual intervention is here, this is somebody that's not fucking moving. But I'm trying to get to the point, like, why? Why are we not moving? Are you scared? Do you not trust spirit? I don't get it. This is like somebody that did just a complete shutdown. I just don't get why. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why we're here, Libra. I don't get how you got here. It's not telling me how you got here either. But somehow you're here. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about being independent. This is all about communication, putting your boundaries up. This is somebody with a very strong wall. You have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups, it talks about loss and grief. This could be one of the reasons why you have your walls up. And then you have the hidden emotion as a mistake, that maybe there's a mistake in the past that's hunting you. And this is the reason why you have your walls so far up. And then you have angel number 0440, which talks about your gut feelings, which is your intuition. And it could be saying that you're not listening to that gut feeling. This is someone. This is someone with their walls up. This is someone with a very strong wall. Like, you're not letting nobody in. You're not letting anybody in. You have the Nine of Swords, which talks about anxiety, a lot of fear, but that's about to be gone because you got the Tower card here. Something is getting ready to happen that's going to tear that shit up. And you have the angel numbers 1122, which talks about a great shift, and a great shift is getting ready to happen. This tower moment, something is about to happen very powerful, very abruptly, and it's going to completely shake up your foundation and break all of this confusion, all of this resistance, all of this stubbornness. It's going to break that up. And you have 999, which talks about release. It's funny, one of the things when the 999 came up, Spirit was like Oya. Oya is my head Orisha. That's the reason for the hat. Oya is 9 colors. And Oya is my head Orisha, and Oya is the Tower card. The Tower card is the energy of Oya. It's the energy of a powerful wind, destruction, chaos. That is the energy of Oya. And Oya is all about transformation and change. And 9 is Oya's number. And especially with the angel number being 999, that is, 3 nines, a triple confirmation. This could be someone that, maybe you're being guided by Oya. This is someone that could be, doesn't mean that Oya is your head Orisha. This could be someone that is being guided by Oya. Oya is teaching you a lesson. Oya could be very present in your energy right now. You have, as your hidden emotions, you have distance and you have possibility. Distance is that there's a strong separation and blockage right now in your life, but pretty soon the possibilities is going to be you're going to be a free spirit. This is someone that's just very Libra. Your reading is just you're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're afraid. You're not trying to move, and none of this is going to break until this tower moment is coming. A tower moment is coming for you in order to break up all of this shit, that you can free yourself and that you can release yourself. All right, let's get into the last wind sign, which is Aquarius, the one that people forget. A lot of people think that aqua in there, that Aquarius is a water sign. Aquarius is not water. Aquarius is wind. They're in our family. What is in the sign? What is in the cards for Aquarius? Aquarius, we starting off with a gift. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Two of Swords. A Four of Wands with the Strength. Somebody is ready to come back home. Somebody is ready to come back home. This person is going to give, publicly acknowledge you. This is very similar to this one Gemini. Gemini's was about somebody coming back and they're gonna say no. um, Libra is stuck, and the tower moment have to happen for them. Let me see. My first one was Aries. Aries was connected to Sagittarius though, and then it was Leo. What was Leo's about? I can't think what Leo's was about. And then Pisces was complete curse. Scorpio was going through a divinely guided transformation, designed chaos. Cancer, and maybe there was Cancer. This might be connected to Cancer or Leo. I forgot what Leo's was, so it got to be Cancer or Leo's because these are very similar. No, it was Cancer. It was Cancer. I remember Cancer because Cancer had these very similar cards. This might be connected to a Cancer. This might be connected to Cancer. So Aquarius might be with a Cancer. What is in the cards for Aquarius? Well, the Five of Cups love coming out. Moon card, something you don't know. Shit is happening. With the Two of Pentacles being here. Oh, I got 3 more to go after this and I'm done. I got 3 more to go and I'm done. All I gotta do is earth signs after this. That's interesting. The Star card and the Death card. That's light and darkness. They're the opposite of each other. I wonder what the clarifier is going to be on this. Those are 2 complete opposites. No, what is the clarifier? Huh. That's the 8 of Wands. Saying there's something that's going to happen fast. This could be a great transformation with the Star card and so maybe you might be the one that's gonna end up offering it might end up being you offering the cup of love to Cancer, because in here it's showing that you're going to be the one giving this. If there was a relationship between an Aquarius and a Cancer, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. Remember, this is it can flip. It can be vice versa. Don't kill the messenger. But to me, if the Cancer and the Aquarius was in a relationship, the Cancer was the one in the right. Aquarius was the one in the wrong. But it could be flipped. It could be vice versa. Take it how it is. If that's not it, ignore me. Never force a reading to fit. But Page of Pentacles, that you're going to end up offering something to someone, Aquarius. To me, I strongly think that the person that you're going to end up offering this to is a Cancer. This is just very linked card wise and stuff to the Cancer reading. But if you're not with a Cancer, it could be someone else. But you're going to end up offering a gift to someone. And you do have the Two of Wands here. And the Two of Wands is all about travel, that you could be going to someone. And, even here, when you look at the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups, that cloud is offering a cup, offering that cup of love. That, this could be someone that intuitively knowing that you're getting ready to come back to them. And then, once again, this is cups is water. And water, once again, is connected to Cancer. I really do believe that this is an Aquarius that is going back to a Cancer. And, it's funny. It's funny too, as I say that, looking at the cards, the Four of Cups is the card for Cancer. It's specifically tied to Cancer. So my intuition is acting up. I really do believe that this is an Aquarius that is going back to a Cancer. So Page of Pentacles, you're going to end up offering them some type of gift. That could be the way that you get through the door. Roses, cards, whatever. Cancer's birthdays haven't passed yet. Theirs is in July. So you could be offering them starting in June, but you could be offering them some type of gift. And so the Two of Wands is all about traveling towards them. The Cancer is in a state of some type of depression and sadness, but you're going to end up offering them some type of some emotional fulfillment. You do have the Knight of Wands, which is talking about rushing in, and it's rushing in after dealing with some type of insecurity, with the Five of Pentacles being here. And so, Aquarius, your reading is about going in and salvaging a relationship, that you're going to end up salvaging some type of relationship, because at the end of the day, you have the Four of Wands, that you see them as your home, that, this is also the card of marriage, that this could be someone that you want a serious relationship with. And you do have the Strength card here as well, which talks about bravery and courage, that you're going to have the courage to go back to this person and face this person and probably tell them how you feel. You do have the Six of Pentacles here, which talks about reciprocation, that you're going to be reciprocal when it comes to them. You have it paired with the Six of Wands, which was in their card as well, that you're going to acknowledge them, publicly acknowledge them. And you have the Ace of Swords, that you have mental clarity now, that you know who this person is, that, this could have been a soulmate and you didn't acknowledge them as a soulmate at first, but now this time around, you're seeing them for who they truly are. You have the Five of Cups, that you could have been in an extremely depressed mood, crying over cups that has spilled, but now the Judgment card is here to wake you up and give you an awakening. Now you're working very hard with the Eight of Pentacles in order to do a great shift. And the shift is happening. Energy is moving just as you have, moved in the physical, which the Two of Pentacles is all about a shift of energy. You have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is coming up with fresh ideas, that you're going to hit this from a new perspective. But you still have the Moon card here, which is another card that represents Cancer. It represents Pisces as well. But I also say Cancer because in the Moon card, you have the crabs. And the crabs is the Gemini energy. And Gemini is like the mother of Cancers, And so with the Moon card here, there's still something unknown. It's something that you're still not. It's something that you're still not looking at. You're starting to get revelations on some things, but it's still one thing that you're missing from this person. It's still something that you haven't, it's something that you're missing. And it's not saying what it is that you're missing, but it's something that you're missing from this. There's something that's missing here. Let's see what the hidden emotion is just for that area. Family, peace, and second chance. This is somebody that you can have a family with, or you want a family with. This is someone that's going to give you peace. And it's saying that this is going to be a second chance. And so you're starting to see it. Energy is shifting, but I don't think that you have completely gotten there yet. That, this is your person. Because, even here in the challenge position, you got the star card, and the star card is all about hope and inspiration. But then you also have it paired with the death card, which the death card, it talks about a transformation. And it's saying that this is about to happen quickly, that you're about to go through a complete transformation, that there's going to be a great shift that's going to end up happening, that you're going to end up getting back with this person. But you got to see this person for who they really are, because um, I really do believe that this is an Aquarius that is getting ready to go back into a relationship with a Cancer. And that Cancer that you were talking to and entertaining, that is your person. And I think that you're starting to realize it, but pretty soon you're really going to realize that that was your person. I'm about to end this live, and I'm going to start another one, and it's going to go over all of the earth signs. It's going to go over Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, which is going to be my very last live. Thank God. I will be done with all of the zodiac signs.